Hi everyone, my name is Allison and welcome to my channel. My channel is called Creating with Ali, and on this channel you will find a huge range of diverse topics. These topics will range from scrapbooking to crafting to creating online digital products to creating passive online income streams and also a little bit of vlogging and personal stuff. If you are thinking that this might be a channel for you, then make sure you hit that subscribe button, give us a like, and let's continue with the video. The topic for my video today is KDP. KDP is Kindle Direct Publishing, and it is run through Amazon. And basically what it does is allows anybody to create a book, and that can be a paperback, a hardcover, or a Kindle book. You can upload it to that platform, and they essentially do all of the hosting, printing, and delivery of that product to a customer, and you receive a royalty. Now those royalties can range from very small amounts to large amounts depending on the particular book that you have uploaded to the site, whether or not it's printed in black and white or colour, and of course what interest other people have in the book that you actually put up for them to buy. I have been dabbling in KDP now for about 12 months. I created my account some time ago after seeing lots and lots of videos online from people promising that this would be the one thing that will bring in $10,000 a month and you'll be set, and it's passive and you can sit back and go on holidays and generate all this money on the side. What I quickly learned is that it is not easy, that the ability to make these huge amounts of money is not really realistic at all unless you had one hell of a banger of a product that was getting out there. And the amount of time that it takes for you to develop the skills and the knowledge and the ability to be able to upload efficiently to the platform is one thing that also needs to be factored in. Sure, you can create an account in 10 minutes and you can probably upload a quick journal that you make in Canva in another 5, but at the end of the day, if there are 600,000 other journals sitting on the platform, what's going to make yours stand out enough for someone to want to buy it? And because it's a journal and it's low content and the print costs are low, you don't want to be flogging it off for $10 either, so you're going to have to set it at a price that's quite reasonable. And with royalties taken out, I think one of the journals that I have on my site to sell, I make 71 cents each time it sells, but I can't put the price up because no one's going to want to buy it. So then you're looking at sheer quantity, and who wants to have 300 blank journals for sale with different covers on them, because that's not really effective as well. So you get into this realm as you move through KDP and you start to learn that it's quality over quantity that is what's going to make you the big buck. Now, I'm not saying don't do it. What I'm saying is use that time that you have making those blank journals and low content books so that you can learn about the process, and then once you've got a handle on that and you've learnt a lot of skill, then you can start to incorporate other things such as colouring books, activity books, for instance. You might even want to do more detailed planners, or actually write a book that somebody is perhaps interested in purchasing. So low content books are a good way to start. KDP was getting saturated with thousands and thousands of people just, creating low content books because the videos were so freely available on YouTube and everyone expected to become a millionaire overnight that they restricted the amount of uploads that you can make per day now to 3 a day. And just to try and solve the issue that was happening with people just loading and loading and loading and loading, composition books, 1,000 composition books in a month, and very little quality. So what types of books am I selling on KDP? Let me show you. Okay, here we go. Just going to show you a couple. This is an example of a low content book. So this is a journal that I created. It's a matte cover, so it's not a shiny glossy cover. I just had a picture and I used AI to get this picture, which I can talk about in another video. And the inside of the journal is basically just lined pages. I think there's a spot up here to put a date and you can write. So a bit of a travel journal. Each time one of these sells on Amazon, I get 71 cents, and I've so far sold one. Okay, it sounds really depressing, but honestly, there is money to be made. There honestly is. It just, it's going to take time. So here's another journal I made. It's called Memoirs memoirs of the road. And it, again, low content, lined pages, but at the top I've got a prompt about the place that you're visiting. For example, write about a time when you had to deal with an unexpected challenge while traveling. Okay, so it gives you an idea of what to write. How many copies have I sold of this one? Zip. Maybe I should do some advertising. We won't get to that. We might get to that. Let me see, what's another one? Oh, colouring in books. Colouring in books. This is an interesting one because this is one that features online with a lot of people going on about exactly how much money you can make by doing colouring in books and getting Midjourney to do all the work for you. This is one that I made on Egypt. So it's an Egypt colouring in book. And it has a nice glossy cover. You can see the gloss there, maybe. And in this book, I have got images that you can colour. And some of these images are really quite clear, so you can go through and get a good colour out of them. This was a lot of fun to make, and I had, an interesting time going through the process of making this. This book alone took me, if I've been really realistic, it probably took me about 4 days to make. And that was going into AI, looking for the pictures, finding ones that I would like to actually colour and ones that you would be capable of colouring. So I didn't just grab everything and shove it all in. I actually curated as much as I could so that I ended up with a product that would be enjoyable for the person who would purchase this particular book. So that was quite a process in itself, which if you're interested in, you can ask me in the comments. And I ended up with something I was quite happy with. And this is part of a series of books that I have on Amazon. I've made other ones as well. And out of all of those books, I have one that is a consistent seller. So I think I have 7 at the moment. 7? Might be, yeah, I think it's about 7. One is selling consistently for me. I have made just general diaries like this one. This is a huge big diary called Take Note again. I think the pictures here I got from Midjourney again. Made this in Canva, and it's just a low content book. So there are some really great books, and again, when I create books for KDP, I actually have in the back of my mind, is this something that I would pick from a shelf? I think that's my mindset about how I go about creating books. If I look at it and I think, oh yeah, if that was on the shelf in a shop, would I buy it? And how effective is it for me to use? Because again, I also want people who are purchasing these books to actually get good use out of them. So this one here, yeah, I absolutely probably buy this one because I love flowers. So, I'm making books for me, but also through the eyes, because it's not necessarily for me. If I were to make a hiking journal, for instance, I don't do hiking, but I still need to think about how effective that would be for the user, if you know what I mean. Other books that I've made, there's a recipe planner here. Let me show you that one as well. So this is a recipe planner. I think I got these images from Creative Fabrica and redid up a title for myself on, or the cover for myself on Canva. And then in here, I've got the recipe planning pages, so with the ingredients and cookbooks and so on. So that's the recipe planner. It's quite a big one, but again, it's something that I would use. I would absolutely use this. So that's just a couple of examples, all glossy covers. And when you come to designing these, I guess the important thing is thinking about the size, what the layout inside is going to look like, what the cover is going to look like. I think I did a lot of rambling then. I'm jumping around a little bit. It's the first video that I'm making about all this, and I think I'm getting so much to tell you, but I can't do it all in one video, so I need to just slow down again. So slow down, slow down, slow down, slow down, slow down, slow down. Okay, now where are we up to? So KDP, do you want to get started in KDP? Do you want to give it a trial? I think that my answer to you is absolutely. You will see online, because you'll go off this video if you do what I did. You jump from video to video to video and you'll watch a whole bunch of things from different people. So you're going to have those ones who tell you that, yes, you're going to make all this money. Then you'll have people come on and say, actually, got to put the time and effort in to get this money, and be really authentic about it. And I want to err on the side of being very authentic and very truthful about what it is that you'll be able to make from KDP. Considering the amount of books that I had up, my yearly, you're going to love this, I made, drum roll, $31.22 from KDP. Now, I did not advertise at all. I just used that time to upload, learn. I didn't push any products, and I made $31.22, which I still have to pay tax on, no doubt, when I get to my tax agent this year. So not a really strong start for KDP last year. If I had had more time, if I had put more effort into the marketing, perhaps I could get that price up. But that's realistic, particularly when a lot of my time's, like I said, it's been pulled away from what I do here at home, working full-time in my other job. So my plan for this year is to continue with KDP. I'm not giving up. I'm in for the long haul. I've learned a lot about setting out books, which I can share with you if you're interested. And I want to diversify a little bit. And what I really want to do this year is do a few low content books, but I really want to get into doing a lot more of the quality books and doing a little bit more writing as a component of that with my experience, particularly in KDP and some of the areas that I'm very interested in. One of the other things that I don't do, or that I haven't done in terms of sales, is niche down. Now, I hear this all the time. It's like niche down, niche down, niche down. And yes, to a point, you would have to niche down for KDP. But I also think that you limit yourself in some way as well in that respect. It's a very fine line between being too niche and then having too much content going out there. So I want to play with that in the space in 2024 and see whether or not I can find a good balance in that. I want to increase my sales in KDP, so I'm going to try some free advertising options that are available out there, which I intend to share with you also. And if I could 4 times this amount, maybe, let's see if I can earn over $100 this year. And who knows, I might surprise myself. I might get more than that, I don't know. We'll see. But you know what? I look at it that you might laugh. You might be one of those people who've made, your small fortune, whatever it is, on a KDP, and you might be laughing at me right now, but at the end of the day, that's $31 in my pocket that I didn't have yesterday. Think positive. Think positive. Okay. So just so that I give you something to take away from this video, because I want you to have something that you take away from each of my videos. I'm a big believer in that I try and learn something new every single day. And in my videos, I want you to learn something new every single day. So here's my little snippet. You might already know this, I don't know. In case you don't, I'm going to put it up anyway. And that is the KDP calculator. So this can help you if you're thinking about starting up a KDP account. So I'm going to pop on over to the computer now and just talk you through that. And if you have any suggestions for future videos that you'd like to find out more about what I'm talking about, by all means pop in the comments. And yeah, let's go. KDP cover calculator. So I have this saved in my bookmarks. So kdp.amazon.com/cover-calculator. And this is where you can get some information around the exact dimensions of your cover. And you can also download a template that will help you. So you can select your binding type. So for this one, I might do a paperback. I'm going to have a black and white interior. I want white paper. It's left to right. My measurement units are, I'm going to choose inches, even though I'm here in Australia and we use centimeters and millimeters. And then you have an interior trim size. This is where you can work out the custom size of your books. So I might choose for this example, let's go 6 by 9 inch. And how many pages do I want in my book? I'm going to go, let's go 102 pages. All right, so calculate dimensions. So using the information that you've put in your book information in the KDP calculator, you then get all of the dimensions here that you need to be able to create your book. So it tells you the full cover has to be 12.48 inches wide and 9.25 high. It also gives you an idea of the front cover here. So number 2 is the front cover, so that's going to be 6 by 9. You can have a look at where the numbers are. The safe area is number 3, so that's where that white area is. Bleed is 4. That is set aside, so if you have pictures that go all the way across and off the page, anything that you put about that line will be cut off. That's the trim line. You can see the scissors here. So that just makes sure that you've got it going off the page properly, so that when they trim it, you don't end up with like a little slither of a white line there. It also tells you the spine width, spine margins, and barcode margins. Now, it doesn't have to be left at this. You can download it. So let's have a look. You can either look at it online and use it there, or you can download the template. So I'm going to download this template and open it. Yes, unzip it there. So here's an idea of what the template looks like. Again, it will give you all the information here on the front. The barcode location is there for you as well. You've got an idea of the spine width, and if you wanted to put a piece of text on the spine. Now the good thing about this particular file, and I'll just minimize that now, is if you do go to use something like, oh my goodness, there's so many things open, Canva, you can go and create a design in Canva. You can make it a custom size, so let's make it inches, and I'm going to make it a 6 by 9. Now you don't have to have a pro account to use Canva. You can just use it simply without using the premium features. So this is the 6 by 9. Now what I would need to do is create internal pages first. So I could add pages in here, and it might be that I have got sort of like ruled lines. Let's see, I'm just going to divvy one up here in a minute. That's a pro one. Let's use this because that's not pro and you've got access to that. So let's say I did that. Let's get rid of that one. So this is just a line page, and then you can just duplicate that up. And down here in the bottom, you've got this little grid here. You can duplicate here as well. So you could even just go like this, Control copy, and then Control V to paste. Get your 102 pages. So let's say I've done 102 pages of that. Then I can download that as PDF print. So that will save a copy of that for me as PDF print, and that is the internal pages for my journal. If I'm going to make the cover, then I need those dimensions that were in the KDP calculator here. So they are 12.48 by 9.25. I'm just writing that down here at the side. If you go back into Canva, here we need to put in 12.48 inches long, 9.25 high, create new design, and then over here in uploads, I can go to the downloads folder, so in my downloads folder I find that file, I can open it, and that will fit over the top. So this is how I normally do it. Stretch it out, and then right to the edge. Then what I do is I go to transparency and I just wind that down a little bit so that when you are adding elements in here, you know where you're placing them. You know that you're not here at the side on the line. and you can add in your elements. I'm just doing random stuff here at the moment, guys, just to show you. And then maybe I'll put a bit of text here that says journal. All right, and then when you are done, you can take this away. You can delete it, or you can just take it straight off the page. And I know that that is going to be set up and there's nothing else in the way. So again, download PDF print, best for printing, and then that will give you your cover file. So you have two files. You'll have an interior and you will have a cover file. It is these two files, the manuscript and the cover files, that you will need when you go through the KDP process. So once you've created an account and you go in to create a product that you want to upload and have listed on the site for sale, you will need these two types of files in order to upload a cover and the internal pages to the book that you've created. So there you have it. There's my little tidbit of learning for today. If you'd like to see some more videos like this and around other topics, then make sure you subscribe so you don't miss out. Until then, I'll see you in the next one. Bye.